Hey, it's Walter at Blu-Grit Garage. We're trying to get some no-name national type cars. Here's a classic. It's a 1960.
And this is John, the professional again.
No, I got something for you, John. So it's a 1960 Buick LeSabre. The owner Ken here would like to. Hi, Ken. Would like to. And what's this with Ken's? My neighbor's Ken. We've been working on his car too. So whenever there's a Ken involved, it's more work for more work for Blu-Grit Garage, right? So just do a quick walk around here. It's pretty clean. Has been sitting for a while and won't start. Oh, nice! The neighbor's starting up a long way. So, complete with the jet type thruster taillights and the fins. It's pretty cool. Paint's in good shape. Interior's in great shape. And here is John, the famous YouTube star, and now here goes the lawnmower
engine in the background.
Yeah, I call him a YouTube star because I feel bad because we did a video with John with trailer ramps, and he dropped it on his toe and lost a toenail. So I'm either doing this to be grateful or to mock him, one or the other.
More likely mock than
yes.
Let me just make sure I got enough of that line. I still should have some quarter.
So when was the last time you rebuilt that carburetor, Ken?
1960.
1960. Okay.
Right,
I'm sure the accelerator pump and everything's working just fine.
Fuel line right here, so we'll just replace that little piece. That's fresh.
And what's that going into?
It goes into a fuel bowl. It's got a little filter in it.
That's a fuel bowl down there?
Yeah, this is. It's got a. If you take a look at it, it's got a filter in it.
Glass fuel bowl with a
Glass
filter.
fuel bowl with the filter. I'm not sure what that thing is.
Lots of things that we don't know what they are.
Yet.
Okay. Oh. Is that a dealer add-on air conditioner?
Yeah.
Good to see the experts here.
It was an
yeah.
add-on.
Get
Yes.
something done right.
Yes.
I don't think
This is Don, your original owner?
Uh-huh.
All right. A generator car.
Yeah.
And is a dealer installed air conditioning?
No, it was an aftermarket install.
Aftermarket installed. Yeah.
We used
Back
to
in
run
the
this
day.
thing from here to Georgia a couple of times a year.
Oh, really?
We used to drive a 48 Studebaker until it wore out. Then we bought the Buick, and this Buick, nothing but ran. It's got that big
Nice.
V8.
What size is the engine?
It's a 354 nailhead.
354 nailhead. Nice. Oh, I guess because the heads are
Yeah, so
straight up and down.
because
I guess that's what they call it. That or
now because the valves are so small.
they're like the valve. It's like a 16 penny nail
Yeah,
valve.
that's why they call it the nailhead. Right.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 3.
Well, John said that's interesting, so that's might not be a good thing. I don't know.
No, just I had the wrong size fuel line.
So it's power brakes, single master cylinder. Those are scary.
Yeah.
Did you check all your metal lines to make sure you don't have any corrosion anywhere?
We've replaced a lot of the metal lines in the last 5 or 10 years, but in its life we have.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Because they were breaking. When we still lived off the Sanford and Barracks Road, Walter,
Yeah.
that's when they were breaking.
Now you have silicone brake fluid, so that's supposed to be better for keeping the moisture out.
Well, assuming that's correct, yes.
They're supposedly not greatest at high performance stuff, but you're not going to road race this.
Well,
so,
you said you've got
so it's perfect.
fuel in the tank, right?
Yep. You wanted to smell.
Oh, this will be good. Let's wait till he sucks in some gas and don't spit it on me. I got the camera here.
It's getting fuel.
Oh, you see it coming in the bowl? Oh,
Yep, I filled up the bowl. So that's a good sign.
yeah. I remember Frank's dad. He used to do that, and then he'd spit out all kinds of gasoline, and then he'd go to smoke a cigarette. So I kind of wondered about that.
Safety standards were a little bit different.
Yeah, that was back in the 70s. You know, I guess the gasoline didn't explode back in the 70s, right? Okay, well,
But we got fuel to the fuel.
to the glass bowl.
The glass bowl anyway, so now we can check to see if the fuel pump is working, and then we'll check out if the carburetor's, the float's right or whatever. Okay.
But I do have the ketchup bottle over there with fuel if you want to fill up the bowl.
Well, I want to see if the pump's working first.
To get the pump to work, it won't work just with cranking because the cranking RPM isn't as much as the starting RPM. So if you get fuel in there and it kicks on,
Hold on a second. It's a mechanical fuel pump, so it's just moving a lever. And
Yeah.
it's going to suck fuel. If it's
the
already
fuel's
primed,
up to here. If
it's
it's
up
already
to here,
primed.
it'll be fine.
Yeah, you primed it up to the
That's what I
bowl.
was-
So
that's
What I have at my house is
That's what I was trying to get.
typical garage stuff thing, you know. Let's check out the dash. Oh, you can go in there. I'll just hand you the camera.
okay. Roll the window down.
Oh, there's the little under dash AC and
Yep.
interesting steering wheel. It just comes out and grabs you.
Yep.
Oh, idiot lights. Nice round bright ones.
Uh-huh.
You want to turn the dash light on and see what the speedometer and all that looks like? Or isn't it?
I don't think it works.
It doesn't work? Oh,
No.
well. What are these little levers hanging down? These little
The
dingle
vents.
bearings?
They open up the vents off the side over there.
Those things there?
They used to, yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Just a little bit.
All right.
Go ahead. No more than that. Give it a couple of times. All right, that's good.
Well, that's one thing you don't have to worry
Fuel
about.
pump is not pumping.
Fuel pump is not pumping.
It's
Is that a clock?
See, it's trying to do something,
What's a spot for a
but
clock?
it's not.
Okay. It's a what?
It's a spot for a clock, but there was never one installed.
Oh, okay.
It
Spot
was-
for and that's the ashtray on the dash there?
Yeah.
Because smoking is important back
Yeah.
then.
Padded dash.
Padded dash. Hey, that's an option back then.
Yeah. Well, here's the aftermarket Sears air conditioner.
Yeah, Sears. Cool. But the door panels and everything look in great
Yeah,
shape. The
yeah.
headliner and all that.
Yeah, it's-
and this is almost like it's like a bubble top like the Impalas back then. So
Right.
it's a 4-door post. Nice. I remember we took this to the drive-in one time.
Yes.
Yes. You could fit a lot of bodies in the trunk too.
We dragged the bumper on the ground.
Yeah. Okay. Nice wraparound windshield. Oh, and the wipers come up. They come tip to tip. Yeah, the way they wipe. Okay. Well,
All right.
John said it's not pumping, so it looks like it's fuel
It's
pump
not
time.
pumping, and there's looks like fuel. Oh no, that's the lubricant I should bring on. Never mind.
Time to get a battery cable.
Yeah, that's the negative.
Yep. Oh, that's an easy one too.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's
Well.
good enough for now, and I'll wait till John gets all the work done. See, I got my nice No Name National shirt on, so I'm just going to be here filming and giving my expertise advice, and John's going to be the grunt, and there's no ramps to drop out his toes, so he shouldn't get hurt.
Right now,
Yes.
this is kind of a one-person gig, unfortunately.
I'm with you.
And you're an expert at supervising.
Yeah, right. What do you do at work, John?
I manage to.
You supervise. There you go.
I supervise. I coach and mentor.
Boy, it's a little close here, but it's not rubbing, so I guess it's okay as long as the engine doesn't rotate too much. Boy, it's like a cloth type of flex.
Yep.
This is the old kind of
That's
flex hose.
vintage.
Vintage flex hose, yeah.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd be a little shocked if that held pressure, but we'll worry about that when we get to that point.
Okay,
that's
well,
probably-
signing out for now. And oh, got to take a fitting off.
Oh, sorry. 3D.
3D. Woo! And put it in the new one, and whatever thread sealer you might need. And
Let's.
you were testing it. You said it's not pumping.
It is not pumping. No, you can see. I mean, it had stuff in it. but
Wait.
nothing's
Let
coming
me
out.
get over here. I don't want to get that stuff shot
It's
at me.
not coming out. It's
Nothing.
nothing.
It's a big nothing burger. With that long arm, you were having a little bit of trouble because it wouldn't slide out without hitting the frame or inner fender or something. It was kind of a
Stuff.
yeah.
And then I got,
So you gonna go
Can
home
you
and
hand
kiss
me
your
that-
wife with all that gasoline on your lips?
This here? Brake clean? Yep.
Oh. Okay, well this is making for some interesting videos, so
It is.
they look about the same.
This is a lot of editing at this point.
Usually, that doesn't have the hole on the side. Usually, if it's the diaphragm, you'll see it leaking. But I don't see the hole on this one to see where it would leak.
This one just goes into the block.
Oh no, it's on this. Wait a minute, it's on this side.
the
So
other
they,
side, huh?
they switched sides. Well, there's gasoline. You couldn't get gasoline out, but I got gasoline.
What hole are you talking about?
This hole here.
The weep hole? Oh, okay.
The weep hole's on the other side on that one.
Oh, it sure is.
Send it back. Well, I got it started. We dripped a little bit of oil on the rod that goes across that pivots on, and then we put some gasket
The
sealer on the
eccentric
gasket.
follower.
Yeah, the eccentric, whatever. The pivot. We put some oil on the pivot, and then we had some
We
cam
put
lube.
some oil on the Witchakuzits so
Right.
that we could transmogrify the whatsits.
The whatchamacallit, right. But
And then when all the parts go together, everybody is in perfect harmony.
yes, so we oiled the pivot shaft, dowel pin, whatever. We put some cam lube on the cam arm,
Because that's what we had.
and yeah, that's what we had, and it just sounded good because it's a cam. And then I went and you can't really see with your hands in there, so since I'm half blind anyway, I started the bolts using the Helen Keller method, and now I'm having John do the final tightening because I get blamed a lot for making things welter tight.
And Walter tight is just the side of the bolt snapping and when it reaches yield point.
Yes, well, you have to. Oh, I already reached yield strength. That's I feel it yield, and then I know that's enough, you know. And then the person that has to take it apart afterwards, they're the
Presses
ones that have to,
mightily.
endure the consequences. So we sent Ken out to get some new fuel line because who knows how old these fuel lines are. This radiator hose is scaring me a little bit. It looks like a mouse or something's been chewing on it.
Well,
We should have told him
let's
to
see
get
if it starts first.
Yeah, we should have asked him to go to auto parts store and say he wants a upper hose for a 1960 LeSabre with a nail head in it, and then
see
they'll
how-
say
see if
what?
see if they come apart.
Their eyes gloss over when you say what you have. So, but that's amazing that the carburetor's never been rebuilt. They used to know how to make gaskets back then, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, look, I can kind of see what you're doing down there.
Yeah.
The
I
gasket
can't.
looks okay, and the fuel pump's nice and shiny.
And it's not Walter tight. It's just the side of Walter
It's
tight.
John tight.
It's
Yes.
precision calibrated tight.
Yes, and have you gotten hurt yet? Because we
I haven't gotten hurt yet. That's kind of amazing.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to work on that. So
we still have time.
You're keeping all your toenails and fingernails so far,
And I don't have any large gouges in my arms from sheet metal.
So in other words, you're retaining fluids. There you go.
I'm still blood tight.
Yes. Okay. Well, we gotta wait for the.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
gotta wait
all
for the
it
hoses to come in. So,
Hopefully
that's
that's not a long drive.
That's just so cool. Like I need another car. Like I need a hole in the head.
What do you?
This. I don't think it'll fit in the garage. Ooh, Duralast fuel injection hose, made in China.
Insert commercial here.
Yeah. So usually, I used to see
Walter,
the
you have
Goodyear.
to get sponsored to pay the bills, dude.
No, I don't do. I don't want to pay Uncle Sam anything, so I don't get paid for this. I don't do sponsors. I don't do nothing. So this is just for fun for Anna. But usually there's a liner. I guess this is a black liner, but it's better for the alcohol and the fuels. I used to get the Goodyear lines, and it actually had a blue liner in there, so you knew you
Yeah,
had
I
it.
remember those.
Now they don't. You can't get that anymore because it worked.
Because it
Now-
worked.
now they
Yeah.
just- now they-
now
since
you
it's-
just have to deal with the Chinese stuff.
Now that it's made in China, it just means that it's the same old regular hose, and they just print whatever they want on it.
Right.
Kind of like what they did with the.
And now I hope, get ready for the hate mail, Walter.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like what they did with the extension cords, how they put UL and all that kind of stuff. Well, they just printed it up. It never did. The numbers weren't anything from UL. They just printed them up, and they weren't really listed or tested or anything. And, yeah, and they some of them caught on fire.
Yeah.
So, but
Occupational hazard.
yes. Okay, well, John's gonna go plumbing it.
Apparently,
And-
I got drafted to plumb it.
Yes.
Walter did all the hard stuff. He put the fuel injector pump or the fuel pump on.
Yeah, I got it on there. So I did the Helen
He did
Keller
all-
method
he did
for
all the work
not
already.
seeing what you're doing, but you kind of feel for where to catch. Hand tighten. You always hand tighten that stuff because when you can't see it and you just tighten it with a wrench, you end up stripping it and
Cross thread it. And
then try cleaning the threads on that. That's kind of a mess. Okay, and I'm just so impressed that this carburetor has never been rebuilt from 1960. So it's a
We don't know if it starts yet.
it's a 65-year-old carburetor.
Like I said, we
So-
don't know if it starts yet. We're
No.
optimistic.
Well, we can always run it off the ketchup bottle of gasoline, and just have somebody sit on there on the engine and squirt it while you drive it. There you go.
Go.
So, okay.
That doesn't seem safe, Walter.
Well, it's going to take a little while for John to plummet because that's the way he is.
Like
Okay.
friends, isn't it, John?
Yes.
With friends like Walter, you don't need enemies.
Well, he hasn't cut himself or
I haven't
anything
cut
for
myself yet.
comic relief. There's no comic relief yet. like when we did the trailer video and he dropped the
That wasn't comic relief. That hurt.
I know that we didn't
That was
put
very painful.
we didn't put it on the video though, but I heard about it afterwards.
You hear about the expletives.
That was one of the things we had to edit. Yes, YouTube would not have liked the language.
We would have changed the rating on the video.
Yes.
It would have not been family friendly.
Well, it already says not for children, but
You know,
that
the
would have
worst
been.
part about it was, though, I get home.
That would have been
'cause
not for
I didn't take my
adults.
shoe off because I didn't really know how bad it was. I just knew it hurt. And I get home, and the toenail is black and blue,
Oh, sure.
and it's like 27 colors of the rainbow.
Yeah.
And my toe, the toenail actually came off. It wasn't a virgin injury, no. It was not. That was
Okay.
our second
Well,
injury.
John's got a knife out, so we might get some YouTube content here.
Hold on, wait a minute. We could have an accident, ladies and gentlemen.
Ken, don't get too close.
Don't get too close, Ken.
So, do we need to put on your Wildcat air filter or air cleaner?
We're gonna be dumping more gas down there.
Well, I figure we do that, and that way it might keep from catching on fire when it backfires through the carburetor. That's,
See what the see if the float bowl or the fuel bowl fills up.
You guys ready for me to?
Yeah, go ahead and start cranking.
cross your fingers. Don't stay too close because those fan belts are all cut up. They're gonna-
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's the easy one. Look at the one down there. That's really.
All right, fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole.
Fuel pump is working. I saw it. Is it working? Is that the filter in there, or is that all kinds of sludge and stuff? You might want to clean that out.
That's freaking unbelievable.
It's ticking a little bit. Did he have?
Why'd you shut it off? Instead of starting up so fast to me?
Yeah. Might as well warm up.
That's impressive.
Got a little bit of lifter noise, so does that have oil in it? Hey Ken, you got oil in this thing?
Check the oil. We should do that.
Yeah, let's check the oil.
That's pretty impressive.
Now that's the tranny. Boy, that's a long transmission tube. That's Oh, no,
That's
no.
oil.
I'll look at the other one. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's got plenty of oil. Holy shit.
Is it clean?
Yeah, it's clean, and there's a
Oil's
lot
clean?
of it. Well,
That was clean? That's not clean.
it was fairly clean.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess we should have checked that before we started it, but
No, why would we do that?
Why would we do that?
yeah.
It generally doesn't leak, but
Except all over itself.
well, yeah.
It's not too bad.
It's
John, you're dripping stuff all over his nice restored engine compartment.
it's right on the line. I mean, it's right where it
Nice.
should be. Right there.
Okay, let's start it up. Let's run it a little. Well, let's check this, I guess.
But this is usually where I run low.
I can't see anything. Oh, yeah, you might want to put something in there.
Water would be good. Oil. Do you have
Antifreeze.
Because we don't want to.
Oh, we'll be back in a little bit.
Pump and toss it.
Filling it up with
Aquafina.
natural artesian water.
Yeah, straight from the Mississippi highball.
Yes.
Yeah, I have.
Is there any in it still? Yeah.
I have antifreeze in the trunk. I just don't have the key to the trunk. It's kind of covering a little bit.
Mm,
A little more.
one more. Well, we're ready. And, we checked the oil, which is fine. The radiator was low. So we filled it up with that fine artesian water.
Burped.
Yeah, we're just gonna run it for a while and see when the thermostat opens up. Yep, go ahead. Give it a little bit of. I'm gonna stand aside over here, away from the belt, because the belts are all slit 3/4 of the way through. Wait a minute, there you go. Trying to get that tick out of there. Oh, we didn't check the power steering fluid. Oh well, it's not whining, so we're okay. Sounds good.
We've got lots of water flow. Check the water flow in there.
And it's amazing that carburetor still runs. Oh yeah, beautiful. Which is weird that it would open up that quick.
Well, it may not have a thermostat in it.
No thermostat might be stuck open. not
Also
cold.
shooting the precision temperature.
Yeah,
The index finger temperature says.
it's in the 80s maybe. So yeah, I don't think the thermostat's working because
Calibrated by National Institute of Standards and Technology.
it should be a lot warmer than that with the thermostat open.
It just started running.
I know it shouldn't be blowing. It should be bypassed.
Maybe it's
I think.
in the 1960s the thermostat closed.
Whatever. It's the original thermostat. So. Okay.
Runs like a switch watch.
So,
How is that?
are you impressed?
I am impressed. I can't believe this thing started on the first try.
Yeah, we didn't file the.
How long has it been since you fired it up? About a year?
Oh wow.
So, well, but even a year, with it sitting, look at this last, yeah. And
It
last
didn't start
year.
last time you knew with the fuel pump?
Yeah.
When's the last time you changed the points? What are points, right?
Last century?
Before
Are these the original points?
Before
No,
Y2K?
Well, this was redone when?
This car was redone like 93, 94.
Okay, so those points are probably from 93 or 94.
Yeah, right.
Nice. Okay. Well, it's a success.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of editing.
She does have a lot.
Although you didn't do too much cussing on this one, so.
I tried to keep it PG.
Yeah, well, I turned it off when you were starting to cuss. Okay. Boy, listen how quiet that thing's just purring. Little lifter tick went away. Hasn't started over here, so. It's smooth and quiet. Nice.
Purdy.
And purdy, yes.
Purdy.
Purdy. Okay, any last words?
Thanks for the help, guys.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity to help.
Right.
Smooth.
Trying to suck air, suck the.
Yeah, I'm snorting the exhaust. It's, you know, it's good for you. Like they say, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger.